everything so that you can go ahead and write down your notes about things. So let's go ahead and start with our session. So once again, welcome everyone for our session, and let's take a moment to slow down and just arrive here in this moment. So before we begin, let me just ask you, where are you joining in from? What are those cities, places that you're joining us today from? So that would help me to make sure that you are connected and something that will help us to get our things moving. Okay, so I see in the chat Pune, and then I see in the chat here Mumbai. Okay, that's good. Bangalore too. Wow, that's awesome. So we have Pune, Bangalore. Awesome. Thanks, Kajal. Pune too. Okay. So we have a couple of them joining us from Pune. We have a few of us joining in from. Okay, so here we also have people joining in from Pune. Great. So a lot of them joining in from Pune. We have from Bangalore. Okay, that's awesome. Great. And there is somebody who has joined us from the US too. Thank you. Thanks for joining in to our session here, because I really love seeing people joining from different locations, different cities, and different countries too, because diversity really plays a very important role for us to bring and understand the energies. But even though if we are coming from diverse backgrounds and diverse places, there is one thing in common everywhere. And I'm 100% sure you all would also connect very much with this, because everyone wants peace. If you're looking for peace, just type P. So I know that you're looking for peace. Everyone wants happiness. And if you're looking for happiness, go ahead and type H. So I would know, like, you're looking for peace, you're looking for happiness. Okay, welcome. We have somebody joining in from Indore too. Awesome. Thank you. And then, of course, everybody wants in their life to move forward. So if you're looking for peace, if you're looking for happiness, if you're looking for moving forward, just go and type PHM. So I know that peace, happiness, and moving forward is something that you resonate with, and you are really looking forward to move and go ahead with this. Peace and happiness, peace and happiness. Okay, that's nice. Thank you for that. Great. Okay, so as we move further, I want to just let you know, but you know what happens is that many people try healings, try a lot of modalities, try doing a lot of things, but they still feel stuck. And maybe today in this session, that is exactly what you needed. That, yeah, I've tried so many things. I've been working with so many things. But why do I still feel stuck? Why do I don't feel that happiness? Why do I don't feel that peace? Why am I not moving forward in my career or business or in my relationships, or maybe to that matter, even the financial part or the health part? Because today we are going to talk honestly. There is going to be no sugarcoating, no magical promises. We will talk about why healing sometimes doesn't work, and what are the myths that keep people stuck, and what truly creates the transformation. So no sugarcoating, nothing, just talking about, but honestly talking about and sharing based on my own experiences and things. And of course, as always, towards the end of our session, we are going to have the guided healing, which will help us to shift together. So if you are joining live, type live in the chat, and let's see this. And if you're listening to the recordings later, then just go ahead and type the recordings. So awesome. I can see a few live. Thank you. Of course, while you're here, it should be live for sure. Okay, great. So the other aspect of things which I wanted to like kind of go ahead and think about, I also want to make sure that you are really getting your book, your pen, and your paper, because what we're going to talk about, there might be certain things which you may resonate with. So while People feel healing doesn't work. And let me share with you a story. Last year, while I was kind of working on my coaching and healing sessions, there was a client that I had, and this lady, she was like a successful job, good family, and everything really looked fine. When we looked at from the outside, and it might happen for a lot of you as well, where you might be like, okay, when people look at me from outside, they see that it's so successful, everything is going so well. Why are you so worried? But you know what? Similarly, in this case of this lady, there was something very deep inside. She was feeling very tired. She came to me and she said, Poonam, I have tried meditation. I have tried a lot of meditation apps. I have tried affirmations. I have tried workshops. I have tried healings, but I have not seen changes happening. I just see that same stress, same fears that are coming in and going. I'm really lost. I'm really lost. I don't know what is going on. And it's not like I'm kind of not doing things sincerely. She was doing things sincerely, but honestly, how many of you can connect with this, that you've tried all of these and still you have not been able to? Just go ahead and type 100 out here, because that will help me to know if this is really something which is kind of helping you and something which will really work out with you. Right? I can see a few of you doing that. And honestly, many of you feel this because healing is often misunderstood. People expect that when you do one time meditation, your life has been solved. You do one healing, your problems just disappear magically. But you know what happens? Healing doesn't work like painkillers. Let me tell you. Healing doesn't work like painkillers. And yes, this is something for some of you might be shocking to. What? I was expecting that this one session brings that magically the change within me. No, that's not the case. Healing works like your physiotherapy, slowly, layer by layer, and with participation. And today we are going to understand all of this. So let me kind of reiterate this once again, and I want you to really make a note of it. Yeah. People expect that one meditation, life is solved, one healing, problems disappear, but healing doesn't work like painkillers. Healing works like the physiotherapy, slowly, layer by layer, with your participation. So that's very important for you all to really make sure that these things are taken care of. So, the first myth that I've come across, and I really call it as a myth because when people come, they're like, healing should be instant. I know we are staying in a world where everything is so instant. And let's talk honestly, because yes, we are in the instant world. We look for food to arrive within 10 minutes. And of course, there are now regulations going on. People should not pressurize about it. Your movies are streaming instantly, messages are delivered instantly. Things are happening so quick that we expect that everything that we're involved into also happens instantly. So, and it's very natural. You're also expecting that healing should also happen instantly. And I'm pretty sure how many of you here are looking for your healings to happen instantly, right? There would be a couple of you who are looking for the healing should like magically just bring that, wow, things are changing. But let me ask you this. If someone has lived a life with stress for the past 15 years, or they have lived a life with self doubt for more than 20 years, or maybe since childhood, do you think it's practically at times possible to just have one session and remove everything? Think about it. It's like an emotional pain in a room. Just think about this emotional pain is just like a room. For years and years and years, you kept throwing things into this room. Disappointments thrown, rejections thrown, failures thrown, fear thrown, hurt thrown, anxiety thrown. You have been throwing all of this in this room. And one healing session just opens the door. But cleaning the room takes time. You might have observed, even in your day to day life, if your room in your house is like full of all the clutter, one, it'll take you an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 10 hours, maybe a couple of days to just remove and declutter the things. It's exactly the same way that's happening with you. You've been storing things since last 15 years, 20 years, and you're just expecting miracles to just happen. Yes, miracles do happen, but there is consistency and your participation which is needed. And you know what? Science also explains this why. Why is it happening? So, when we talk about in scientific terms, you know what? Our brain builds habits. So, if for years we reacted with fear, we reacted with worry, we reacted with anger, the brain is wired to respond, to react in that way. And healing means rewiring. So, healing is going to rewire your system. Healing is going to rewire your nervous system, and rewiring needs repetition. So, healing sessions open the door, but daily awareness keeps it open. Healing is not just an event, but it is a process. So, I want all of you to make a note of this, because once you start understanding how this whole healing journey and the healing process works, you will start finding this journey to be much more easier, because your brain is building habits. It's building up that program, and healing is going to help you rewire, and rewiring needs repetition. So healing opens the door, but your daily awareness keeps it open. So healing is not an event, but it is a process, and that's very, very important for all of you to know. So that's the first myth that I wanted to get you away with. The second most important myth that I've seen is, or I've heard about, is that, you know what, I have paid to the healer, I have given money to the healer, and healer will fix everything. I don't have to do anything. Now, let me take this another example. You know what? I had this one person who came in for the healings for their career growth. And along with healings, I, of course, do the career growth coaching too, because it's a combination of your coaching plus it's a combination of the healing to release the blockages and to help you take actions so that you can get the results that you desire. So, with this particular person, I had my sessions in terms of healing for the career growth and also the coaching sessions for the career growth. Session went fantastic. The energies were improved. We did the scanning, we checked everything before and after healing, and the energies really worked on improving. And the client was like full of energy. Wow, that's so nice. But you know what happened? Next week, the client called me and said, Poonam, nothing has changed. Nothing is changing as well. And then I asked him, okay, you were very excited about the session. We discussed a lot of things. We also talked about certain actions. Did you work on them? And he was like, what? What actions? I don't remember. I was like, come on, you've noted down in your diary, open that. And then the questions were, did you update your resume? Answer was no. Did you apply for the jobs? No. Did you at least talk to your manager, or did you talk to your friends? No. Then how will healing alone change the reality? As I said, healing would open the door. The coaching is helping you to define your actions, to help you break your barriers, the patterns, and the blockages. But eventually, it is you who has to take that action. So, healing is going to remove the fear, but action will change the life. Healing will light your path, but walking that path is yours. It is it is like that, an example, like a doctor. You have visited a physician and you've told them that, you know what, I'm having a headache, I'm having a stomach ache. The doctor diagnoses and tells you, like, okay, you know what, you need to take this medicines for the next 5 days, complete the course so that your headache, your stomach ache goes, because there is an infection. You come back So doctor is advised, doctor is given, but if you don't take that action of taking the medicine, probably it will take much longer for you to heal. Or maybe it may worsen the situation as well because you're not just following the instructions of how things have been there. So remember, the healers are like that guiding light, the path for you, to show you the path, to support you in during that path. But it is eventually you who has to take that action. I always keep giving this example. It's like there is a full plate of food. Your favorite food is being put in front of you. It's like very well decorated and everything. And you're looking at the food, you're hungry. Maybe one step further, there's somebody who is also feeding you, taking the food and saying, like, okay, put this into your mouth. And you're like, okay, let me do that. But digestion, chewing it, putting it, gulping it into your body, it is your job. Unless you tell me that you're hospitalized, you're in the ICU, or you're on the bed and you're having the saline, the drip going on. And I, of course, don't want my students, my clients, or people who are listening to this to be at that situation where you're in such a condition where you're just on a bed rest and everything is going through a drip. So, for you to stay healthy, you have to take actions. Similarly, in the energy world, you have the guidance being given to you through the healers, you have the directions, you have the path. You have to make sure that you also go ahead and take that action. So that's the second biggest myth which I have seen. It's like, okay, if I have given the money, everything just takes care of. But that's not how it's going to be. I know some of you will be like, oh my God, what's happening? Yes, that's right. The third myth which I have been hearing, and when I'm talking about the myths, it's more based on what I've understood of what people are thinking about. People also think about that positive thinking is just enough. Yeah, positive thinking is just enough, right? So it's like just thinking positive, things will be fine. And you're like, so what? Yes. What happens is this is a myth because just imagine this. A child grows hearing you are not good enough to do things. Money is hard to earn. Life is a struggle. We have always been into that struggle phase. We have never got things the way we desire. Now, since you're childhood, you might be listening to many such patterns, behaviors, and these beliefs get stored in your subconscious mind. Now, as an adult person, you listen and you hear that, okay, let me talk about saying positive words and things will start changing. It's like then you start saying, I am successful, I am confident, but subconscious mind is somewhere saying, no, you are not. And that's where the conflict starts happening. That what your subconscious mind has been thinking and then what you're verbally saying. And when this conflict happens, all the affirmations, all the positive thinking that you're doing, it just stays on the surface. And that's why during our sessions, what we work upon is we also work on releasing this emotional traumas, pains, and beliefs. So healing requires emotional release. Sometimes we must cry, sometimes we must have to just forgive, sometimes we have to express our anger, we have to process our pain. That's all very, very natural, and healing is like an emotional detox. So the first aspect is that you have to accept that you're going through all of these things. You have to be ready to let it process. So if you feel like crying, just let that process. It's okay to cry, it's okay to express your anger. It's okay to let your pain be processed because this emotional detox needs to happen. I just say that you cannot have the forced positivity. It's like you have a glass half full of dirty water and then you're trying to pour the good water in it. Probably it will not just stay good. So you have to throw the dirty water, clean the glass, and then pour in the positive or the good water. Similarly, for our body as well, for our mind as well, for emotional level as well, we have to work towards detoxification, cleansing part, releasing part, so that you can then create space for replacing it with what you really want. So just thinking positive may not work, but you have to make this process where you are ready to release what is blocking, what is not working, creating that space to bring in things that can work, that can help you achieve, which is like that positive thing. Everyone with me, just type yes. So I know that you are here with me and you're really connected. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you might be trying to see and look at these things if this is something which has really been there. And maybe for some of you, it might be also like, okay, yes, I am probably not even thinking about it. And you know what? The biggest myth that I've heard about is healing means no problems. So people think healing means life becomes perfect. I know a lot of you here attending also would be like, oh, you know what? Yes, after the healing, my life is going to become really, very perfect. So let me tell you the truth. Healed people still face challenges. Yes, healed people still face challenges, but their responses change. And that's very important. And I'm pretty sure for all of you who have been attending this session since such a long time with me and since years and years, things would have definitely changed in this perspective, because when people think that healing means life becomes perfect, but as I tell you this truth, healed people still face challenges, but their responses change. Earlier, it was problem, and when a problem arrived, they used to get panic, anxiety attacks. But after healing, after practicing healings, even if you have a problem, you get more clarity on how to handle things. Earlier, conflicts were more like emotional breakdown. But after you've practiced healing, conflicts have started becoming more calm, more conversational. It's no more like an emotional breakdown. So, healing is also going to help you increase your resilience. So, life is still going to test you, but you become stronger to manage and handle it in a much better way. And I had this another question that had come in was like, okay, if I'm getting healed, why don't I see progresses happening? But remember, it's like this kind of a situation that, okay, I took a healing today. I felt really very good tomorrow. Day after also, I felt really very good. Like for 2 or 3 days, I was such in a beautiful space of mind where everything felt so good. But then the fourth day, I felt very low. And there are multiple factors that I want you to think about. So the day 1, 2, and 3, when you felt good, what were your thoughts? What was the environment? Who were the people that you were connected with? What was the healing that you had taken for sessions for? Then on the fifth day, when you started feeling low, what were your thoughts going on? Who were the people that you were connected with? What was the situation? And I'm pretty sure this all would have changed. So if you want to face and have similar consistent feeling of that happiness and joy and that blissful situation, then try ensuring that, can I maintain that state of my thought? Can I maintain that environment? Can I be with the same people, with that same energy, with that same thoughts? Because people will also radiate thoughts, and their thoughts would change every day based on their own experiences that they're having. If you're able to keep all of this constant, you'll be able to have the same level of feelings every day, but that will become very monotonous. You'll become bored. What's this? How can my life be so happy always? I'm pretty sure I have people who are like, you know, everything seems so well that I don't know what should I be doing further. And then they start creating problems because they find it like happy life is so good always. It's very boring also. So then let me create some problems so then I have something to work and to solve upon. Yes, I do have those kind of people who are coming and saying, you know what, I created this problem on purpose. Because otherwise, I feel like everything's so good. I feel very bored. I need some challenges. So, the reason to bring this point out here is because when you have started off something, your healing journey, please make it as a process which stays with you throughout your life long term, because every day is not going to be the same. Even as we talk about, our heartbeats keep going up and down. If it keeps straight, there is no life, there is no energy. So every day there would be challenges, there would be things going on. You will also have good days where you'll also feel happy. There will be days where you'll feel sad. But the key is, with healings, after learning healings, they are going to change the way you look at things, the way you perceive things, and the way you are able to manage and handle it. So that's the biggest aspect of the pointers that I wanted to kind of bring in, because it's kind of very, I would say, an honest perspective that I'm bringing out here for you to really think through and understand that, am I ready for all of these things? If you're ready, please make sure that you continue it throughout. You just don't give up in between. Because if you give up in between, you feel much more frustrated, irritated, because it's like halfway, it's like half cooked things which are happening, because it's like you worked out for emotional release, but then it's stuck somewhere because it was about to get released and you felt like nothing is happening, and you then just left things. And I'm pretty sure for a lot of you that would be there. So just look at it, understand if there are any of these things that you have felt through. So, what I have understood throughout my own practices is that healing really requires, or healing really needs, or what I would say is the real healing, what that needs is that awareness that you're recognizing your repeating patterns. It needs the emotional release. So, letting go of that stored pain, that stored limiting beliefs, and creating that daily habits, that small energy corrections daily that stay with you throughout. And in all of this journey, the support, the guidance really matters, because there will be days when you feel so lonely, where you feel so kind of emotionally low that you're just like, I want to just give up everything. I don't see anything changing. I don't know anything happening. And that's where you need that guidance and support of the community, of the people around who have been practicing this, because you may not understand, but they will help you understand that yes, shifts are happening, and this is a phase where you need that support to stay consistent. And as I've said, actions is very important, because that's what is going to change the real life choices. And healing is a partnership between the energy, mind, and action. And I'm repeating this, it's like the triangle, right? Yeah, like that triangle, where healing is like the partnership between your energies, your mind, and your action. So it's like EMA, energy, mind, action. If you have the energy, get your mind aligned, take the actions. Maybe you have your mind, your thoughts, but you're lacking actions or energy. You're good at taking actions, but then you're not clear in terms of what is exactly to be done and how do I maintain my energy. So that's going to be very important aspect, because this is not like a one-time thing. It's a journey. It's a process that you have to work with patience, with consistency, and surrender yourself to this part. Now, a lot of you have been asking me is, what are the small tips that I can practice or do on my own? Is there something that I can really do? So, yes, there are certain simple practices that you can really follow. The first one is making sure that you're sleeping properly. Yes, you are having enough sleep as per your body needs. You know whether it's 5 hours, whether it is 6 hours, or it is 7 or 8, or maybe for some of you, it might be even 10 hours of sleep. I know some of them might be thinking 10 hours of sleep. My God, that's a lot. And if I sleep 10 hours, which means maybe am I having some problem? Maybe not. So your body needs would be, requirements might be different for your sleep. So make sure that you're sleeping properly. You're drinking enough water. Again, I won't recommend like just 5 glasses, 6 glasses, a liter or 2 liter. Your body needs, identify, but make sure that you work on having enough water as per your body. Because when your body is dehydrated, it again has a list of symptoms which shows, and that symptoms will help you understand. So, like when I'm saying about sleep properly, when I'm talking about drink enough water, it is all about tuning into your own energies to understand what your energy field is saying. What is your physical body saying? What is your mental body saying? What is your emotional body saying? Of course, spending time in nature always enhances your energies. And when you're in nature, surrounded with plants, having the bright sunlight, your mind elevates, your energies elevate, and you are guided and directed to take actions. And this is the most important part. Stop suppressing your emotions, express your emotions. If there are certain relationships or if there are certain people where it's kind of getting overwhelming, please set that boundaries. And in all of these, one of the key things is that take these small actions so that you can start living a healthy lifestyle, because healing is a lifestyle. It's not only sessions, but it is a complete shift of energies and transformations that are going to happen within your body. And that's the key thing. So I hope you all have been able to kind of understand, because now with all of this understanding and all of these information that you've gathered about the myths and things, we are now going to move towards the guided healing experience. And I know people are thinking like, oh my God, what's this? Because it's very important for you to understand these aspects before we get into the healing, because once you understand these concepts, or at least get some understanding of these pointers, the healing experience really elevates. So now I want all of you to keep your book, keep your pen aside, take a comfortable position. If you want to lie down, you can. And if you fall asleep during this whole healing part, it's absolutely okay, because you're just allowing your body to relax. Take a comfortable position. And we're going to do this short healing to bring that shift. Closing your eyes very gently, keeping your palms facing upwards. So if you're lying down, close your eyes, keep your palms facing upward, sit comfortably, feel grounded. Close your eyes gently. Now, of course, if you're seated, your feet would be grounded, but if you're lying down, it's okay. Just imagine mentally that your feet are grounded. And let's do 3 deep, slow breaths so that you bring your body to that calm, relaxed state. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale, hold your breath, and exhale slowly. You can exhale through the mouth or through the nose, whatever is comfortable. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, hold, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, hold, and exhale. And now just imagine that there's a beautiful white light above you. And as I said, we're working with the help of this white light to releasing a lot of that mental stress. Let this white light gently enter into your head. Now, as this light is entering, let us also do the invocation of this energies to heal you, guide you, and protect you. I invoke the divine presence of the divine energies, the healing energies. I thank myself and I thank these energies to be present here to heal, to guide, and to protect. And I thank this white light. And of course, if you're able to imagine, fantastic. If you're not, just listen. The energies are flowing through, the healing is happening, and I'm open and receptive to the healing given by Poonam. This white light is entering from the top of your head. It's releasing all the mental stress. It's entering into your forehead, releasing all the mental stress and all that unwanted negative beliefs and patterns. All of it is getting released right now. Your face is completely covered. Your face, your head is completely covered with this bright white light, allowing it to release all that mental stress. Slowly, the energy is moving down to your throat. It's releasing all that unspoken emotions that are stuck within your throat. Allow this healing to release all the unspoken emotions. The energies are moving down to your heart, melting away any emotional pain or past hurt that you have been carrying within you. And all those connections which no longer serve you, all those energies which are no longer serving you, are getting released right now with the help of this white light. Gently just repeat this. I release old emotional burdens. I release old emotional burdens. Yes, I release the old emotional burdens. And light is moving slowly down to your stomach, to the back, the middle part of your back. It is releasing all the fear right now. I am safe. I am supported. I am safe. I am supported. I am safe. I am supported. Slowly, the energies are moving down to your base of the spine, to your lower abdomen area, to the lower back, moving down to the thighs, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. And this is releasing, removing all the fear that you have regarding your future, removing the fear of moving forward, head to toe, all of that stress, the pain, unwanted energies, unwanted connections, limiting beliefs are slowly and gradually getting released. Release, 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 disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. And I know some of you might be thinking, okay, just by saying, will that happen? Do I need to take an action? Yes. You've taken an action of attending this, listening this, surrendering this yourself to the healing so that you're guided and you get your thoughts, the clarity of taking the next steps. Now just think about, because you've released all of this limiting beliefs and patterns right now. Now just think, visualize about your future. Maybe 3 months from now, maybe 6 months, or maybe a year from now. You are calm, confident, and free. You're calm, you're confident, successful in all the areas of your life that you're seeking to achieve your goals. And gently say, I choose healing, I choose transformation. I choose healing, I choose transformation. I choose healing, I choose the transformation. And gently, for some more time, just feel these energies. Gently say, I thank the divine energies to be present here, to heal me, to guide me, and to protect me, and all the energies that I've gathered. Also, let us spread it to people around. I am spreading this energies, positive energies, to people around, radiating that love, that compassion. I'm taking this action to help achieve my goals. Everyone around me, my friends, my family members, my relatives, my colleagues, my employers, employees, everyone around me who's connected to me directly, indirectly, everyone has been blessed with a lot of peace, calmness, happiness, abundance, prosperity, joy, safety, and protection. So we are radiating and sending this vibrations, these frequencies in the environment as well. And very gently come back to the room, come back to the room, come back to the room. Gently rub your palms first, allowing this energies and warmthness to enter. Massage very gently, massage your face, the forehead, the scalp, the neck, the arms, the chest, the stomach, the thighs, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. And remember, whenever you're comfortable, open your eyes. And remember, healing is not a magic, it's a journey. And journey becomes beautiful when you do it consciously. If today's session has given you clarity, I just want you to write down that I choose healing. And if you feel that there's somebody else who would need this and would like to kind of choose the healing, please make sure that you share this with the people who need it. Again, a reminder, remember this. So, healing is not about becoming perfect, healing is about becoming free and relaxed. So, thank you for being here. I'm here. Let me know if there are any questions, any reflections, or anything that you would like to share. I'm here for some more time to just go ahead and see if there is anything that you would like to talk or share about. And of course, okay, I have a question out here. You would like to learn the healing? Yes, of course, you can learn healings, and the healings that I teach are related to chakra balancing. I teach about different levels of Reiki. I talk about the crystal healings. So there are different modalities that I kind of teach to my students. If you are kind of wanting to build your career, of course you can choose this as a career, and if you don't want to like kind of get into this as a career but you would want to heal yourself and your family members, then you can choose any of these modalities, or you can combine this and learn. I of course teach that. And when is my next batch? So my next batch is I have my online batch for Reiki Level 1 coming this weekend. But if you want to learn in person, I'm based out of Pune. And we have an in person session in Pune on the 15th of March. So, whichever session you would really want to choose or participate, or if you would love to have some personalized session, because if you have some aspects of your problems and you want to really focus on those problems or those goals, and you want to have very customized sessions, I also work with that. So no pressure, nothing. I hope I answered to your question. But if you are kind of ready for any of these sort of healings and you want to get in more, you can just send us a WhatsApp message, and I'll revert back to you. So yes, so how did the audience feel with the healing? Did you get any insights about newer things or any aha moments of how it was? Mhm. Okay. Let me see if there is anything out here onto our live. Okay, that's good. Uh-huh. Okay, so there is one of these questions which is kind of referring to is that at times when I get some healing sessions done, I feel very restless and also feel very thirsty. Okay. So, yeah. So, what happens is that during any healing sessions, there is a lot of energy flowing and there is a lot of cleansing happening in terms of your emotions getting released. Mentally, a lot of things getting released. At times it may not be a release, but it may also be a lot of download happening. And when I say download, what it actually means is that maybe you start recollecting some things of the past, or maybe you start thinking a lot about the future aspects during this whole healing session, and you'll be like, I came here to relax my mind, but what is happening in this journey as well, as I said earlier, is that you are being kind of guided for things which are kind of bothering you the most. So it could be something about the future, it could be something about the past. So that's why many times you might feel just very uneasy, because one thing that happens during the healing is that you get into a very silence zone. You also get into a zone where you're connecting with your own self at a deeper levels. And many people find that very uncomfortable when they are connecting with themselves at a deeper level during the healing session. And that uncomfort feeling leads you to also feel restless, because there's a lot of conflict happening. I want to be this, but there's something else happening. And that truth appears to you, that it's kind of a mirror that's been shown to you, and you're many times not really in that stage to accept it. And that's why sometimes you may feel very, very uncomfortable during the sessions. And why you feel thirsty is because there's a lot of cleansing happening. So what I've observed, this is the part which becomes really very dry and you really want to have water. So a lot of healing and cleansing is also happening, and that's why you'd feel thirsty. Great, good question. Thanks for asking that. Okay, any other things? Okay. Fine. So I think we are already a little above the time. But in case if you would have any other questions and you would want to kind of help me answer those, you can put that into the comments section, or you can send it across to us on the WhatsApp with your name and the question that you have, and I'll try to address it personally or during one of these sessions. So thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of the day, and we will connect back again soon. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Recording stopped.